We sat in silence and began nodding our heads to the guitar solo, before joining in with the lyrics. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. When the next track came on, we couldn't help but play air guitar and start headbanging. Hannah whacked up the volume. It sounds amazing on vinyl, she said as we rocked and thrashed to the raucous sound. When the next track began, we turned the volume down to a more palatable level and Saturday. She picked up the LP cover and perused it. They are a lot more satisfying than a CD cover, I said. She nodded, partly in agreement and partly in time with the music. We listened and chatted and sang along to the remainder of side A. I lifted the needle from the record and Hannah asked if I'd put that LP because of the t-shirt or I'd have listened to it anyway, I said as I flipped the disc. But yeah, it seemed apartment, I said as I placed the disc back on the platter and looked down at the t-shirt. You can keep it if you like, she said. The t-shirt? I asked. She nodded. You sure? Of course, it's a bit small for me and it suits you, she said. Do you like it? I wasn't so sure about the sleeves, but, yeah, it's cool. Thanks. You're welcome, she smiled. I put the needle on the record and joined her on the bed. She handed me the album sleeve and I perused its back cover for the 100th time. Hannah spotted the distinctive 12-inch square of plain brown card lent against my chest of drawers and leaned over to grab it. Are you gonna wear it? She asked as she ran her fingers over the polythene cover. I dunno, I sighed. Did you buy it because it'd look like an LP when you wrapped it? No, I bought it because it's pretty, she retorted. Maybe a bit too pretty, she added, before telling me that it's okay if I don't. Dunno why Mum thinks you're too young to wear stockings though, it's not as if they're black and tarty. Maybe it's more to do with me that the color, I suggested, being a boy and all that. I know, but if you're gonna wear nice lingerie, you may as well go the whole hog, she said. If you want to, she added. It's very lacy. I gulped. It'll make a nice change from my old gym knickers, she retorted. I grimaced, bit my lip and glanced coyly at her. Yeah, I knew about those too. You were easy to follow once I knew what to look for. Oh God. I don't want to know, I groaned. My sister just grinned at me. I grimaced and gulped and coyly hung my head. She asked why, so far as she could tell, I never borrowed her nice knickers, always the big granny panties. Not quite so girly, I replied. So this, she held up the lingerie set, is a step too far. No, I insisted. It's nice, I think, I said as I took it from her. It's not pink or flowery. I imagine you wearing it in the spring, on the first really warm day, with a little floaty dress, she dreamily said. I imagine hiding it under my own clothes and never having to wear a dress. I like my idea better, she said. I might have my driver's license by then so we could go out to the countryside. I could do something with your hair and, maybe a bit of lippy. Hannah. I like wearing some girls' clothes. I don't want to go traipsing round the countryside dressed as a girl.